say what they can't radio.
Welcome back to the Arena Podcast, the place for all entrepreneurs and artists to come and bring awareness to their brand, business, and or talents. Me being an entrepreneur / artist myself, I, Hoodie Frankliano, made it my business to create the ultimate platform for all of us to grow together. So I hit up Gut Check, brought in Pebbles for that strong woman opinion, and together we bring you the Arena Podcast. But this is much more than a podcast. It's a networking community. So now that you're here, you part of the family. And family support is the most important support because in most cases, the family is the first to show love and help the awareness stretch. So make sure you follow us on IG at The Arena Podcast and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Search The Arena ! Podcast. Make sure you type that exclamation point. To submit music or book an interview, send us an email at thearenapodcast18@gmail.com. Business owners, ask about our extremely affordable sponsorship programs. Thank you all for listening. Enjoy the show. This is Hoodie Frankliano.
This is Classy Pebbles.
And you're listening to
The Arena Podcast.
I can take it to the coast. Take it to the coast. Take it to the coast. Blunt in my hand, serving down PCH. Shotgun shotty and she saying TBH. Link on gold, watch the standard DV8. Neck on froze, that's ice in my DNA. Baby, I could take it to the coast. Champagne on ice, we could have a little toast. PCH life got me bragging, never boast. Started as a kid, but the city made a go. Tell me how it feels when you sipping out the bottle. We staying at the Ritz, you won't even spend $1. This chain on my neck got me dripping like some water. I'm clutch with the hits, you can call me Joe Carter. The way she move her hips, now she got me in the zone. We could sip a little song, mix the Henny and Patron. I know all these bitches staring, I just tell them move along. Got me feeling like a king, I'm just sitting on my throne.
Yo, welcome back to the Arena Podcast. Hoodie Frankliano here.
Classy Pebbles.
And this,
Shout out, I got you, bro. Shout out to DJ Itch, couldn't make it today, but we do have a room full of special guests.
yes
We're
sir,
gonna have
yes
a great
sir.
morning, I should say.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? We got the homie Jay Doce. Is it Jay Doce?
Jay Doce.
Jay
Yes
Doce.
sir. Yes sir. Jay the one too.
Nice.
Yes sir.
Salute, bro. Welcome to the arena, man.
I appreciate y'all having me, man. Thank you.
No doubt. So it seems like you traveled a far way to be here, man.
Yes, sir. From San Francisco, California, made it over here. Yes, sir. But I love the East Coast. I love Jersey. I love the city. It's a great time, man. Shout out to Cloud Ray for organizing all this. Yeah, man. I love it out here. I used to live in Allentown, Pennsylvania for about 6 months. So went to Jersey a few times. Definitely had some fun over here too. So it's good to be back.
Okay. Look, man, it's great to have you here. You feel me?
Hey, it's good to be here, man.
Okay, so y'all are making some big moves right now.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of a tour right now?
Yes, sir. That's right. This is day 2.
Okay.
Day 8, I think. We got 8 days. Yeah.
Okay.
So we're kicking off in style.
Okay, that's what's up. So this platform is for, our listeners like to get, how should I say it? Artists come here when they build the momentum, so the listeners are trying to follow in your footsteps pretty much.
Okay.
So we want to get some insight from you, talk about how everything been going for you as far as musically.
Yeah.
Let's start from the beginning, where did it start for you?
Most definitely. So I kind of, ever since I was a kid, right, I always knew how music, but more specifically hip hop made me feel, right? And my influences, I guess, were Wu-Tang was big for me.
Okay.
Even as a West Coast kid, right? I still had that beast mentality when it came to it, the killer bee mentality.
Okay.
And then, after that, I was just I I knew I always wanted to do something with it, but I never knew how. I didn't have the avenue. I didn't know how to produce. I wanted to get into it, right? But it feels overwhelming when you starting out. And so it was about 2019, early 2020, met my boy Vonnie back there. Next one thing leads to another. We get close. Next thing, he's posting on his story that he make beats. So I'm like, okay, let's talk, right?
All right.
I remember I swiped up and I was like, you make beats? And he was like, I feel like you write songs. And I was like, all right, your intuition is correct, right? So we linked up, we had our trials and our tribulations, but we started recording. This was spring of 2020 at this point, and it wasn't like we were doing shit else at that point, right? So, we was just in there every day, in his basement, cooking up. And then my boy Eddie P back there too. We met in high school. We go way back, 10 years or so.
Okay.
And he was making beats too, and opportunity came about, and the three of us got together, and we just been a three-headed beast ever since. And
okay.
This year was really the pivotal moment, I would say, in my career. I dropped 2 EPs, one in 2020, one in 2023. I got another one coming out March of 2025. That's a follow-up to our previous one. But in between that, I got a manager from here, shout out Sector. He actually based in Long Island too. So, I've been going all around New York. I've been, talking to a lot of people in New York, this and that. So, it's kind of snowballed into, I would say the first 2 or so years, we didn't really know what we were doing, but we knew it was leading to something.
Gotcha.
And I would say last year, we felt the trickle. We felt it start to roll. And this year, it just ramped up tenfold. And, here we are now, and everything's been great.
All right. So talk about so you say your first EP came out in 2020. How do you feel about yourself as an artist from then till now?
Man, it's crazy. I look back on a lot of those songs and don't get me wrong, I still enjoy them and I still like them, but I hear where I've grown. Even in 2 years, right? And even the EP last year I listened to and I'm like, wow, it's so different. I'm a new person even from last year, right? But I look back at that EP from 2 years ago. So for reference, for those of y'all watching, it's called 5-1 Home. Basically, I used to live Oakland, and the area code was 510. And so 5-1 Home was basically a love letter to my influences, how I grew up, my environment, everything like that, right? So I look back at that, and it was the sound was almost there, but it wasn't me yet. It was still me learning. And so I think a lot of those songs that I look back and I listen to, I'm like, oh, it's like young Jay right there, right? And then so when I look back at that, I feel a sense of pride almost, knowing that's where I was just 2 years ago. And now I look at myself, and my craft and my music nowadays, and it's just a, almost a euphoric feeling in the ways that's, evolved over time.
It's beautiful, right? When you can look back, really pinpoint the progress and
100%.
And the small accomplishments, small wins add up to the bigger
100%,
picture.
100%, yeah. And I feel like a lot of times we get so focused on the big picture of things, right? And we get focused on that end goal, that we forget to set those little ones in between. And I feel like the accomplishments that you make in between that is so much more pivotal, because just the way that I like to wire my brain, right, is I want to be thankful for every step on this journey, because I'm gonna be so much more thankful for the life that I know I can have as soon as I get it, right? And that's kind of how I try to operate with this.
That's fact. Pebbles, you could talk about the small victories adding up.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Oh
absolutely. Them small wins, like you said, add up to something big. Look at you now. You on tour.
I'm on tour. I never
You
would have
got
thought,
8 days,
right?
look at that.
It's crazy.
Just listening and seeing the progress and everything for you, that's a great thing. The
I
small
appreciate
wins
that.
add up to so much. So
I
you
agree.
keep pushing. It sounds like you didn't even take your foot off the gas.
I don't intend to either.
Really.
Yeah, there ain't no brake pedal in this vehicle. Let me tell you.
That's a fact too. As soon as you fall back for a minute, somebody else is taking a few steps ahead of you.
Exactly.
So you got to keep going, but at the same time, have time for yourself, mental breaks,
That's very important too. I feel like, Obviously it take a work ethic to, be involved in this industry for one, but for two, just to, live life on your terms, right? Because
Right.
we are the sole operators of our reality when it come down to it. But it's very important to kind of step out for a second and say, I need to listen to myself. I need to listen to my mind. And I need to listen to my body. And, really give it the rest and the care and the self-care and, the love that it deserves every now and then, right? And I think that's very vital to continuing that momentum as well, because you'll eventually burn yourself out, right? And when you do that, you ain't getting nothing done at that point.
Right.
So it's very important to just listen to yourself at the end of the day, right? You got a feeling, act upon it, right? Yeah.
Yep. And then for everybody listening, like your timeline is going to be different.
100%. 100%.
You know what I mean? You might be able to do 7 days here,
right?
Take some time off, do another 7.
Exactly.
Somebody else might need to do 3 or 4, relax and do it. So
exactly.
Everybody got to figure, like you said, know yourself and listen to yourself.
Heavy on that.
So, what's your producer name again?
I got 2 of them. So I got Vonnie, and then I also got Eddie P.
Okay.
Yeah, those are my 2.
So that's like most of your music coming from those 2?
I would say 95% of my music has come from them. Yeah, I've worked with I think 2 other producers on one-off songs, of course, but granted it's not like exclusive, right? At the same time, like, I'm open to working with anybody, but just the chemistry and the camaraderie that Eddie P and, Vonnie and I have together, like, we just such a well-oiled machine that we make our most beautiful music together.
And see, that's why I wanted to ask you, like, that connection is important.
100%. 100%.
Compared to somebody that's just doing mad songs with mad different producers, you don't really get that chemistry.
No, that's big facts too. And I think too, it's the familiarity with your sound and how you operate in your process as both a writer, a artist, a rapper, just anything like that. And then at the same time too, right? The more comfortable in the relationship that you get, the less ego that you have when you work, right? And so, like, I mean, bro, Vonnie will make me retake a line 30 times.
Okay.
And then, at the same time, I'm like, okay, bet, let's do it. Let's do it. But, like, it's like one of them things where I know I trust him. And I think that's the level of rapport that we have built up, right? Where he say it's not right, I know it's not right, right? Like, because he know my sound, Eddie P know my sound more than anybody else does.
Right. That's fine, man. So talk a little bit about the new project. We got some new music here we're going to play.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Speak on it.
The new project, man, I'm excited for it. I've never been this excited to drop a project. I would say, so the EP I dropped last year is called Pre-Game Pack, and basically it's a part of a trilogy of EPs. So I got Pre-Game Pack, the EP that's dropping in March is going to be Party Pack, and then our last one in the trilogy is going to be Post-Game Pack. Of course, we don't have a release date on that one yet, but essentially what it is I'm going to be with you throughout your night, right? So I'm going to be with you for the pregame. When you're taking your shots at the crib and you warming up and stuff, that's the music that you're going to play to get you in the right mindset, right? Party Pack, follow the same thing, right? You're going to be out at the party. You're going to be dancing. You're going to be having a good time. This, that. My songs are there. You're going to want to move. So Party Pack is full of a lot of really vibey tracks. It's full of a lot of really just, high energy, let's let loose, right? We live in the 9 to 5 boundary of the 9 to 5 boundary of the Monday through Friday life, right? Most of us do anyway. And it's important to let loose, and it's important to, remind yourself that I can have fun in this life. And that EP is going to be that. So I got some great guest appearances on this one. I got Cloud Ray and Jordan Massey on one song. I got my boy Sauce Baby featuring on the track as well. So I just can't wait to bring this to light. We got a full vision for it. We got a full rollout plan that I'm really excited to roll out that will probably start in December, January sometime. So I'm really looking forward to it. Oh, yeah. It might be winter, but don't get it twisted. It's hot outside, bro.
For real. Hey, shout out to Sauce Baby, Cloud Ray in the building with us
Shouts
today.
out to them, man. Yes, sir. Great people.
Talk about the Houdini joint.
Houdini, man, that's, oh, Lord. That's one. Vonnie sent me the beat one night randomly. I think it was like 1 a.m, and I wrote the song in probably an hour. It was one of those songs where I heard it, and just the beat itself is just so enticing. It's so menacing almost. I love making music that's just very grimy and abrasive in terms of how it hits your eardrums. And that was one of them where immediately, like, as it was unmixed, like, it was just knocking. And I knew I had to do something to it. So it's got a little bit of West Coast in it, a little bit of Detroit, a little bit of trap. And it's just basically, it's like, when I hear a beat and when I get, especially a beat like that, and I get the microphone in front of me, it's just like a different beast come out of me. And it's like, arrogance and all this stuff, right? So the ego full force on that track, 100%. Yeah.
All right, let's play it for the people.
Yes, sir. Yes,
Gonna
sir.
give you some feedback on the other side.
All right. Yeah. I would love
this
some
is
feedback.
Jay Doce.
This is Jay Doce Houdini.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Hit me from afar, but you really wanna be me. So many chains, now they calling me Houdini. Put that bitch on repeat, immortal legacy. Put the J up with the bitches. Now it's Doce in your city. Step out the limo, put a Sharpie on a titty, no kizzy. Taking shots till I'm dizzy. Always eating good, but the key to staying skinny. Pissed off, shawty, what you came for? Tell her take a lap, this ain't Daytona. Baby get to rubbing like it's Vapo. And it's Doce in the biz, no fake coat. Put the bit in the place, swing around another block. Don't stop, recoil when you walk. Put a Benji in the air, watch the birdies all fly. Yeah, they flock to the top, pay attention when they drop. After hours, make a shock, wave. Shawty do it for the cam, we don't play a fave. Better come to me correct, I ain't play no games. Thought it worked for everyone, I ain't in the same lane, no way. Every day, make a play up in the A. Motherfuckers wanna hate, try to ride on my wave. I just do my own thing. Hit me from afar, but you really wanna be me. So many chains, now they calling me Houdini. Put that bitch on repeat, immortal legacy. Put the J up with the bitches. Now it's Doce in your city. Step out the limo, put a Sharpie on a titty, no kizzy. Taking shots till I'm dizzy. Always eating good, but the key to staying skinny. Say I'm too cocky, I don't think I bring enough off a white girl. I ain't talking about a dove, call your bluff full of fluff. Every time you speaking of, what you do about it? Probably crying in the club. There's no place that I be where I can't find the love. Off the shrooms in a room, floating higher than I was. We ain't fucking first night, then her throat get to work. If she suck it up right, I might buy the bitch a purse. Okay, get your ass up out of her. Keep ducking from a fight, we gon' see you find your first. Hit a swerve, make a scene up on a curb. Broad day in the bay, you can find me on your nerves. What's worse? When you fall behind or admitting that I'm first. By the time I'm at the top, they already call the hearse. I be in the sky, you can tell me about the dirt. Hate me from afar, but you really wanna be me. So many chains, now they calling me Houdini. Put that bitch on repeat, immortal legacy. Put the J up with the bitches. Now it's Doce in your city. Step out the limo, put a Sharpie on a titty, no kizzy. Taking shots till I'm dizzy. Always eating good, but the key to staying skinny.
Yeah.
That's smooth right there.
I appreciate you, my man. Thank you.
Listening,
Thank you.
I don't really hear, like, I can't listen to that and be like, that's a Cali artist.
Yeah.
Or like, that's an
yeah.
East Coast artist. Like,
Yeah.
it's a nice mix going on.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, it's one of them things. I heard it and I was like, nah, when I first heard it, I actually did want to go traditional, like Bay flow, kind of chop it up, get a little bit. So I think the influences that I used in that one was a little bit more like the type shit, you know?
Facts.
And that one really shined through. But yeah, when I heard it, I was like, I feel like I want to make this one a little more trap, right? That's kind of the vibe I got and everything.
Right.
So like
it ain't too much trap
right,
either.
right, yeah.
So it's like, oh, another trap record.
And that's the thing too. Like I try to stand out sound wise to where you could hear one of my songs and be like, oh, they sound like this, or oh, they sound like this, but you can't say it's, you know, a
Right.
twin of
Right.
it, or like, you know, even a copy of it, right? It's
Yeah.
like I could take influences, or I could, you know, have a you know, different ways of kind of formatting a verse, or formatting, you know, a hook, or even a layer, right? But
Okay.
like ultimately, you know, I try to just put me into a track essentially, and I'm a lot of things, right? So I feel
Okay.
like that track's a perfect embodiment of just me as a person.
Nice. What's your thoughts on that
Yeah,
track?
that was fire.
I appreciate
I was kind
you.
of guided to it real quick. It was nice.
Yeah.
It was nice.
Thank you.
Really,
Thank
definitely
you.
nice. Something different. Something that we
Yeah,
definitely
right.
need.
Yeah, I
So.
definitely want
Oh,
to branch out a little bit, give it a little bit of personality in it. And I feel like that was the perfect instrumental. So again, shout out to Vonnie, and shout out my engineer in San Francisco too, Dio. He did his thing, and
Nice.
we worked really hard on it. I think a big thing that I really enjoy about that track too is I did my layers a little bit more like a almost like a horror movie villain or something. The way, because I don't know if you really heard it, but like in the verse and everything, you know, I was like sound too cocky, I don't think I bring enough, right? And then like
Okay.
put on so it shined through a little bit more, and you get a
Yeah.
little bit more like the growl in it. I really love that. So my
Definitely.
engineer did his thing on that one 100%.
That's fire. That's fire right there.
Appreciate you.
Radio ready? What you think, fellas?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
I like the
hell
way the
yeah.
It's
beat
like a
snuck
breath
up a
of
little
fresh
bit.
air too.
Exactly.
Like,
That means a
means
lot.
something different.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, the radio station listening out there, you heard it here
Facts.
first. So
Clear,
hey,
that's it.
hit me up, hit up Sector 2 if you want that on the radio. We'll talk. Yeah.
Now, is this out or are we waiting for the project for that one?
It's coming out. So it's actually my next single that's dropping.
Gotcha.
So yeah, this was actually the showcase for it. This is the first time it's ever been on air, really.
Okay.
So yeah, it was the exclusive preview here. So it's gonna come out sometime in December. We still ironing out the release date, but y'all gonna see the rollout probably as soon as you see this episode.
That's fire. That's fire. You know I love a good exclusive.
Yeah.
Had to save it just for y'all, man.
That's
Appreciate it,
dope. That's
appreciate
dope.
it.
Shout out to DJ Big Itch. He has a mix on Boomin' Live Radio, which is on Sirius and iHeartRadio, I believe.
Oh, word,
So we'll
word.
definitely get that to him and
Hell
put
yeah.
that in rotation.
Hell yeah. Shout out DJ Big Ish, man.
Word. So before we wrap it up, with every guest, we play games, you know what I'm saying?
All right, word. What you got for me?
Quick shout out to the sponsors for today. To the Most Clothing is sponsoring today's episodes. Let's talk about your sponsor too before we get into the games.
Yes, sir. So we got a Party by Vera Wang here. It's a little Prosecco for your party pack, if you will.
Nice.
Perfect addition to it. So, you know, I love it, man. I was sipping it yesterday with Cloud Sauce, the whole gang, and, you know, we was just really vibing with it. Smooth taste, gets sweeter as you drink it. Yeah, you know, shout out Vera Wang. Shout out Party by Vera Wang. It's a great drink.
That's fine. Okay, so with every guest that come through here, we play this game. It's called Real Talk or Nah.
Okay, word.
Real talk or nah means I got 3 statements here. One of them is real talk, but you have to pick which one is real talk. When I
Okay.
say real talk, I mean it's an actual fact.
Right. Got you.
But you gotta be careful because the other 2 statements close to a fact. I might have switched a word or a number.
So I gotta like pay extra attention.
Real
I got you. Let me.
All right, so if
let
you
me
do pick the
focus.
correct statement, you'll leave with a T-shirt provided by To the Most Clothing.
Word. Okay.
All right, so the first statement is Mount Everest is the tallest mountain on Earth. Second statement is identical twins have the same fingerprints. And the third statement is starfish don't have bodies.
Oh,
One
okay.
of those is a fact. Which one you going with, bro?
Okay. So identical twins ones for sure not, right? They got different fingerprints. You throwing me off with that starfish fact because I don't know enough about marine biology to say yes or no. I watched a lot of SpongeBob, but I can't tell you what a starfish is represented of. Mount Everest, the tallest mountain on Earth. That's interesting because right away I want to say yes to that, but something about the way that you said that got me. I don't know about that one. You're gonna trick me a little bit. I feel like it's between them two, man. I'm gonna trust my gut though. I feel like you tricked me with that Everest fact. I'm gonna say Mount Everest, tallest mountain on Earth. That's real talk. God damn it, bro. It was a starfish one for real?
Definitely a starfish.
Yo.
Yep.
That's crazy. So what they got? Because I know they got a stomach, right?
So
It
it's
is a mouth?
technically classified as all head.
It's a head?
Yeah.
That's crazy. Could I get a shirt anyway? Yeah.
Absolutely, bro. Absolutely, man.
You travel far. You got this.
Word.
Your way,
Yo,
man.
all right, so what's the tallest mountain then?
So the tallest mountain is Twin Mountains in Hawaii.
What?
It's
But you can't hike
Manua
it, huh?
Koa and Manua Lua, but they count because underwater.
Oh,
That's the
it's
tricky
one of
part,
them
you know?
shit. See, I knew you was doing something to me, and I couldn't figure out what it was.
You feel me?
So it's ahead. You learn something new every day.
That's why I had to
crazy.
say on Earth and
Yeah.
not like on land specifically.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah, I'm gonna use that one next time, bro, to express my knowledge. I'm gonna be like, hey,
We all leave a
yeah,
little
yeah.
knowledge, man. And like you said, identical twins, like nobody has.
Yeah. That's
Same
why I was like,
fingerprint.
yeah. I was
So
like,
hey,
you might have got me
sign
with
them a
you
t-shirt.
might have got me with some DNA or something like that, but
What color you like? White, red, or black?
Ooh, you know what? Let me see. Let me get the red. Actually, I need to up my red wardrobe. Yo,
most
I appreciate y'all, man.
Big
Thank
circle
you.
right
Thank you.
there.
Yo,
They
this
do all of our
fire
official
too.
merch.
This fire too. Look at this. Yo.
We're gonna take some pictures of you holding that.
Uh-huh.
And
Of
then,
course.
Again, let the people know where they can reach you if they want to tap in.
Yes, sir. Y'all can reach me at any social media. It's Jay Doce. That's JAYDOCE. I'm also on Spotify, all streaming platforms, really. Also, Jay Doce, JAYDOCE. Come tap in with me, show the love, and come check out the party pack in March, and come stream Houdini in December.
Let's do it. Appreciate you, bro.
I appreciate you, man. Thank you.
No doubt.